Good evening, a little bit late coming in there, but I'm finally here and could do with getting the stream up. There we go. So, a little bit of background sound as well. Oops, just give me a second. I'm tangled up. Right, so hey Tixter, hey Brian. Okay. Right, I'm a bit of a mess here. A mixture of wires and all sorts. So I've got my new setup now. This X52 flight throttle and yoke, which was a very nice Christmas present. And I've been setting it up for a while now. It's not the easiest thing to set up, but it's I've eventually got it done. Just trying to see if you can maybe see it with a camera. I don't think you can. No, it doesn't work. Actually, yes it does. No it doesn't, because my camera lead won't go far enough. Never mind. Okay, so I'm going to continue on going to the Formidine rift here, which, as you will know, I was doing the other day, so I'm going to try and continue with a bit of that. How come you're in so late, Tixter? Ah, it's a holiday. No? It's always nice to have you in. It must be a holiday. Must be. So we're gonna try and get a music playlist going here, and then I'm just gonna get on my way. I think Brian said he had 90 jumps or something. I've got a few to go as well. Oh, it's a bit loud. Is it loud? Actually, it's loud for me. I don't know if it's loud for you. So. Oh, you're building a Mamba, nice. I'm sat here with a gin and tonic. So let me just go into. I saw Zoomski was online tonight, and then I think I've just missed him. He's just gone off, unfortunately. Live radio. Put one in live radio as well. Okay. So, without further ado, the first ever. Oh, these things sound so weird. The first ever jump in a live stream with my new flight yoke. Whilst drinking gin and tonic. Which is super bloody strong. So I'm loving the new flight yoke system. There's a couple of things about it that they feel a little bit off at the moment, but I think that's just because I'm not quite used to using it. I actually used the midpoint Marshall. It's, for a start, when I'm in Super Cruise, it absolutely doesn't matter anyway. It seems when I'm kind of going down towards a planet and stuff, I don't really feel it. The time I've noticed that I'm really feeling it is oh, I thought I'd scanned it. The time I'm really feeling it is when I'm in the SRV, and I'm feeling it really like big time there. So I think I'm actually going to have to map the SRV to the kind of press a button and go backwards, because I just don't think it's going to work in its current iteration for me. Oh, there's another one. The other thing I've been doing these last few days is I'm kind of really getting used to the FSS now. FSS? FSS. Not the for fuck's sake. So now you can notice that I can kind of go straight in now. I've had to change a couple of things around them. For example, I can see that these two are terraformable high metal content, so I'm going to go after these. Try and get these mapped. The planet mapping I've got down really fast now as well. That's something I'm really enjoying because I can just fly in, map it and fly away. I've overshot that one because I was doing something else, so am I going to get to slow down here? Just give it a dip. There's a few settings that I still haven't properly set, and I've got them a bit of a mix, but I'll get used to it. I will get used to it. It's just, it is what it is. Right, let's go forward here. I tell you what, going back to 70% throttle or 50% throttle, whatever you do, I always just go into the middle. Is much easier with the flight yoke. I've overshot a couple, but that's more now due to me not paying attention. But everything else, it's nice and seems to be quite fast. Oh, the Mamba's got some serious speed on it. Go for that one now. So the yoke seems to kind of give that tiny bit more precision, which I really like. You were saying, Marshall, to keep within a square. If you keep, you should be able to keep within a square if you keep track of where you're at. Yeah. Okay. There is a button here which is currently for the zoom on the holo map. If you see, I can, on the holo map there, I can go left and right with this, and it kind of brings the planet into certain positions. Now, I prefer it just here. That's my favourite position, middle end, it doesn't really matter. So there is a slider there that I could try to use for the reverse, so when I'm powered down, and I slide that up, that would then put me into reverse, and I think that would actually work quite well. I just don't know exactly how to map it yet, so... What happened to your microphone, Brian? Do you need another one? I could look at trying to get you one, if you think you're going to be without one for a while. Can't you just get can't you just break a box at work and get a free one? No, that's broken. Funny thing you should say that, Tigster. This yoke is so soft, you wouldn't... I thought that at the beginning, because I used to hammer my old yoke. This one, it has a lot of give to it, and it has a lot of... what's the word? The dead zone to it. You really don't... You find within seconds of using it that, oh wow, I really don't have to pull and push this one. Oh, that's crap. This is going to be difficult to get in 6 probes now, because I accidentally shot 2 off there. Well, we might be able to do it. I just won't get the efficiency bonus if I can't. If I can get 30% with each probe, which I think I'm gonna, it's gonna map it. Alright. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Right, next system en route. Now, the other thing I've really noticed under the new system is that it's really paying off. You still have to put a lot of time into it, but it does pay off. Which I'm really happy about. You know, after, I don't know, 6-7 hours of hammering the game, you can actually go and cash in and get a pretty decent payoff. And obviously they've done that with mining as well. I think combat in certain areas is going to pay pretty well if you keep it up. Okay, we don't need to scan the system. Hey Smitty, how's it going? Welcome in. Both you and your cats. Did you see my Christmas Day picture with my cat? I did put it on here, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh, it's in the general section. You'll have to go back to Christmas Day. It's a good picture. Oh, we got another full system. That's a shame. You alright, Dave? How's it going? I haven't got it yet, no. Are you working tomorrow, Dave, in the afternoon? I might try and find some time to come on Red Dead with you. Because I've been... Oh yeah, it's fantastic. I love it. That's what I'm using now. That's why I seem a bit more composed. It's nice having this kind of... Instead of having this intense little thing in front of me as well, it's nice having it spaced out, all the buttons. The buttons I'm still getting used to some of them, but it's surprisingly... I got used to it surprisingly quickly. There's a couple of buttons I want to remap because I'm not a big fan of where they are, but... So what you were saying there, Tixter, and that you can break, you'd feel like you'll break it. I was just kind of skimming the line there of the kind of the no-go zone of that sun, and it's so much more easier with this joystick. It really does feel a lot better. You say Christmas this weekend? Do you celebrate Hanukkah or something? Yeah, I had to force her into it a little bit, but she's used to that. And she got loads of stuff. Well, not loads of stuff, but she got enough. Okay, I think those are rock bodies, so we don't really need to go into that. We might have a rogue one, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. Nah, these are all rock bodies here. Okay, done with that system. I'm getting used to the FSS now as well, which is finally I'm feeling comfortable reading stuff with it. I'm still not sure about what's terraformable, what's not terraformable. You can actually see the radiuses on it, so like the kilometer distance as you're clicking them. Ah, okay. Like a secondary one. I was just saying that on Christmas Day, actually. I was saying, like, you can celebrate it any day, it really doesn't matter. In my humble opinion. I'm gonna overshoot this. No, I'm not. I'm kind of half done with it now. I had a few bottles of wine and half a bottle of whiskey on Christmas Day. I think that was more than enough. I have to take it easy now. He says quaffing a gin and tonic. Scarpa, very nice. So I forgot to, I'm going to play some of the Formidine Rift videos, audios in a moment. I don't know if I can actually put them in a playlist. If I can, that'll be nice. Dagnammit. Oh, hang on a minute. I was acting like Scarpa was a... Scarpa's a whiskey, isn't it? I think it's from an island. Was I, or is it not? Am I just being stupid? It sounds Italian. But no, I think it's a whiskey. I remember reading something about it once. Orkney, okay. Oh, then I am a bit jealous. Although I got a few bottles of whiskey for Christmas. Got a nice Japanese one. I love my Japanese whiskey. It's a Nika. If you've never tried Nika whiskey, give it a try. Brian's probably just spat his water out all over the screen, but seriously, it's worth a try. Yeah, Nika. The best one is the coffee grain. Not coffee as in coffee, coffee as in John Coffee. Yeah, that's the one then. That's the one. That's an outstanding whiskey, that one, the coffee one. It really is, truly is one of the most outstanding whiskies I've ever had. My own personal opinion. Okay, we get a water world. And I think we've got high metal somewhere. Just don't know where yet. We've got a couple of different areas it could be here. There we go. I think it's the only one, so that's good. Now you'll notice at the moment I'm not mapping full systems because a lot of this has been found, but wow, somebody's logged the star but not the planets, so just don't know if this one's going to be... Oh, it is terraformable, wow. Well, we're definitely going to get that because it's first discovery, first map. So yeah, if you sampled the coffee one, that's the good one. Just by the way, Brian, keep an eye out for blancmange clouds and everything as well. I keep forgetting. I've forgotten what they show up as in the scanner. Any oddities really in the once we're in the Formidine. I'm gonna have a special stream next week. I'm not going to announce it until I've actually set it up, but I'm going to do a special stream next week. So keep your eyes out for the advertisements, because I'm going to pre-advertise that one. Because we're getting close to... I think I'm getting close to 400 subscribers now. Are you just making that up, Brian? That sounds like a name. It sounds like banana. Banana. I have to check him because he's writing in capitals, so he's obviously trying to push it. Well, it looks like they only do single malts and 12-year-olds, so damn right, they must be a good one. I'm going to come and do a tour of the distilleries, I think maybe next summer, Brian. Up your way. I don't think you. I'm joking. Should be easy, this one. Okay, we got 100%, so we're off ski wofski. No, I might have engineered it. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I've engineered it with. It's just easier with the yoke, to be honest. Hey, let's go. How's it going? Finally free of work. Now, in the new year, I am going to set the squadron some tasks. So if you're combat orientated and whatnot, or you're discovery orientated, tell me something that. Send me a private message. Tell me something you're interested in, and I will start trying to put it into the squadron. I am going to pick as a home system. It'll be an unofficial home system for the time being. But I am going to look to get into registering this this group again because it didn't go. For whatever reason, it hasn't gone through, so... No, I was hoping that they were doing it in Red Dead, Dave. I was really hoping that they would. Those dagnam varmints. Wow, we're in a very low... There must be a very low part here. Oh, we got a water wall, nice. It's there. Somewhere. Hidden. That's a rock body though, we don't want to be logging rock bodies. I'm only looking for high metal contents. So, I'm loving this, by the way, I'm loving the FSS scanner now. It feels pretty much where I wanted it to be. I'm really pleased with it. It just seems to do everything the way I would have wanted it, so... Is that back towards the bubble, Elisgar? I'm sure I've been to that one. There's some good nebula now. There's a tour of the nebula you can do. It's well worth doing. Right, there's this one's terraformable, but unfortunately it's such a distance. It's just not worth. It's just not worth travelling that. That's probably 15 minutes or something. So it's a shame, because I would have liked to have done that one. What, they have a snow area in Grand Theft Auto in Red Dead Redemption? No. No. I might have to go. I might have to go now. Sorry people, ending the stream. Don't forget your fuel, Swifty. Brian, it feels weird not being able to talk to you. What happened to your microphone? One of your cats looks... You said they're playing, Smitty. One of them looks sincerely pissed off at the other one. Hey, Malcolm, how's it going? welcome into the stream. What have you been up to? Thargoid stuff? I noticed you did one day actually. Is that just in Discord, Brian? Because what I had a problem with that. You just go into the settings and back out again, and it seems to start working after that. Or are you just too sloshed? It's completely acceptable this time of year, and you have a very stressful job. I know, because I've been around shops on Boxing Day. It's no fucking laughing matter. Yeah, so, oh, look at this. And we're logging and we're blogging. Look at how quick this is when you really truly know what you're looking for. You can absolutely filter through it so quickly. Oh really? We're 6 in exploration. Well, we were earlier. I was like, whoa! Need to get Kathina back on it. 6th in exploration, that really isn't bad for what is essentially until today a 7-man team. It just doesn't do it, Brian. You don't want to be doing that yet. You want to have a bit of a break from all that malarkey. I'm kind of going to go to the centre of the Formidine Rift with this run. There is like 70 odd jumps to go. I'm really that with this yoke setup I've got now. I could do exploration all day. Oh, nice one, Malcolm. Keep it up then. I don't know whether a lot of people know, but I've been a little bit absent recently because of the Christmas period, and then before that I was asked to do a technical alpha for the Division 2 by Ubisoft. There wasn't many people doing that alpha. I think 500 worldwide or something, and so I'm not able to speak about it or anything until the NDA gets lifted, unfortunately. But what I can say is it is an amazing game, and I had a really good time doing it. So unfortunately the weekend I was doing that, well, no, it wasn't even a weekend, I think it was nearly 5 days. Elite just wasn't a possibility. But it's something I'm so happy I had the opportunity to do, because hopefully it'll gain some trust with Ubisoft, because anybody who knows me knows that although I do stream Elite Dangerous, the Division, I've streamed a fair few hours of it, but I've played a mass amount of hours of it. So to be given that opportunity it was fantastic. It felt really good, and I've really enjoyed it. And unlike some of the twonks who played it, I'm not prepared to break the NDA just to get a couple of extra likes. So I know, Dave, you'll be slightly interested in that. Believe me, it will not let you down at all. It won't let you down. I can't discuss any specifics of it, but I can absolutely tell you that for the days that I was playing it, I didn't get bored, and I only had a small amount of access to it. So to anybody who's dropping by the stream first time, do come and say hello in the chat. That's what it's there for. We're all a nice bunch in here. Everybody will say hello to you. Another good thing is I've had a lot of subscribers this past week. A lot of subscribers. I can't tell you, Dave. I'm under an NDA and non-disclosure, so I can't tell you anything about the actual game itself. Or I can't tell you about anything that I did playing it. The only thing I can really tell you is that I had a lot of fun doing it, and I absolutely do not believe that anybody will be disappointed with it when it comes down to it. I can tell you that what I can't. I'm trying to think of the things I can tell you that I can't tell you because it's a very fine line. I can tell you that they've made it feel better than it was. A part of me, while I was playing it, thought if they could only do it again, if they could remake the first one to work with this system, I would have been far happier. And I loved the first one.
Surface scan complete.
I think I'm going to be able to tell people around the 24th, 25th of January. I think the NDA gets lifted, and then I can talk about it. I'm trying to think of how I could put something in an Elite way. If you imagine playing this version of Elite now and going back to 3.2, that's kind of how it feels with the Division now I've played the Division 2. So if you like the Division 1, you're going to be mightily impressed. We always seem to have some high metal content worlds in the in with these stars. Ringed ones as well. Cripes, some of these orbit lines are so strange. That can't be the gas giant, surely. Okay. Is there some hidden here? Okay. Wow. It's a fair few. So, the whole thingamajig, but I think they're all, yeah, the gas giant high metal content, so we've got a big jump here, so we're gonna I'm going to actually redo some of my introductory videos as well, because I think I could probably monetize one or two of them. One of my videos has 8,500 views. Even if I'd have got 10 pence for it, I'd have been happy. Oh, we got a water world on this system. Hopefully it's a good one. It seems like terraformable water worlds have kind of taken a step back. I don't know if it's just me, but it really does feel like they've taken a step back since the update. I don't know if anybody else feels that, but they used to be quite abundant. Now it seems like there's more terraformable high metal contents and kind of these systems with one or two where you can make a fair amount of money. So it's, the money's gone up, but it just seems like the terraformable versions have got lower. Oh, no more. Okay. Okay, we've got terraformable. Okay, so we got 3, that's good. This is where the orrery had come in handy. But I didn't check it. What are you up to at the moment, Marshall, by the way? And Dave, what are you up to? I never actually know what Dave's up to, because he's on PS4. Are you playing in Elite at the moment? I know Marshall will be. Oof, I've overshot a couple of these. Probably what you get for showing off with them. I think we'll still get it. I just yeah, if it's ticking like that above 80, you know you've got it. It's 1, 2 and 3, isn't it? So yeah, I think it's going to take time for it to tick over. It's a shame. I don't know why they had to do a hard reset on everything. Doesn't quite seem right, but yeah, it's a fair way to go. 4 days off and a couple of days off. I hope I caught this. I don't think I did. It's going to just take a bit of a dip. And hopefully I'll catch it. I'll come back. Hey, Commander Raquel. Raquel? I have to say it the correct way, don't I? Raquel. Raquel. Haven't seen you in a while. How's things going? Don't know if... Yes, definitely been in stream before. Don't know what I'm thinking. Getting a bit old now. It's getting hard to keep... I used to be able to remember everybody, now it's getting a bit harder. Whoops. I think I used to say Reichel, didn't I? Is that a warning, Brian? Or... I'm gonna have to have some bicarbonate of soda soon. My stomach's doing my head in. Bit too much to drink, I think. Oh crap, what happened? I was actually thinking of getting a big hard drive and just doing a backup of the base system, just in case anything like this that crap happens to me. I would lose so much if my hard drive went down. Unfortunately, my hard drives go down. I've tried to use the C drive these days for very little, but it's a nightmare when it goes down, especially with an SSD, for God's sake. I'll be happy the day we just have internet fast enough to just stick everything on the cloud and not have to worry about it. You know, the good side to that is Elite is online, so you don't lose your save game or whatever. That is a shining light. Yeah, I've had a few, Brian. I don't know when it's just trying to catch up, whether it's sending for data from the if it's sending for data from the server. I really don't know. I've had a fair few of them. Big hangs as well. It's just like the game almost stops going for a while. Alright, last one in this system for mapping. This system's going to be worth a fair bit of cheese as well. I'm betting possibly 3 million. Good damn bit of cheese. Getting dough, mother. That was a really short space there. Whoa! Let's get the fudge out of here. Next system, Jeeves. I'm fuzzy-headed, Brian. I'm fuzzy-headed. I haven't had gin in forever. I've been quaffing whiskey like it's going and wine like it's going out of fashion the last few days. This gin's hit me like a rocket. I'm only an hour into the stream. Don't we all? Me too. I'm probably quadruple elite in exploration. God knows what Marshall would be. The Grand Master of Exploration. Okay, we've only got rocky bodies in this system, so we can move on. I can't sit back, I'm too far away from the microphone, it doesn't work. Need a cushion. Get a big cushion in there for me big broken back. Probably be alright. Oh Jesus! What's your internet connection? Barbaric. High content. Absolutely barbaric. Oh, there's one. Oops, a daisy. Oh, there's more. I didn't just pass one there, did I? I don't know why, but it felt like I passed one. Normally I'm a bit faster than this. I don't know why I've slowed down a little bit. You have to be... With a couple of them you have to be on the ball, but I think everything else is... I think that's it. All the others are going to be inside others, so... Oops, a daisy. Ah, it's a crap system. There you go. That might be the reason why. Now, Brian, no lolling. People have different... I think I was just reading something the other day that finally decent internet's gone to Australia. People are celebrating. ADSL 2 should still be able to download it. 6 megabytes a second or something? Shouldn't it? I must admit, it all depends with your provider as well. I've actually got a slightly less connection with my new provider, but the download speeds are faster and the upload speed is about 3 times as fast. So it all depends on the provider as well. I think that somebody needs, well, some government agencies need to start looking into the whole internet thing, because to say that I've got a lesser thing at the moment and yet seem to be getting, at first it was slow, but now I seem to be getting a much better much better situation than I was before. I can go in here. I don't think that's going to be one. I think I might have got them all. I was just hoping that it's not that one. Maybe I've got something on the arm here, but I doubt it. No. What did you get for the Rift Elledsgar? I got 8.2. I worked out earlier. I just realised I'm streaming with stuff outgoing. That's what I mean. My old system couldn't have done that. 7.9. Okay. It sounds about right. Yeah, let me check that. I don't know. He did say, I think. It all depends on your rank as well, doesn't it, Brian? There might be something in that. I guess I was, because I just checked mine. It was 8.2. I must have been holding it well right that day. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, this might be a decent system. If it is, I'm going to take a quick toilet break, because geez Louise. I'm not holding my bladder right, I know that much. Right, let's hook it up. Scan it first. There's the bodies, metal rich, high metal content. I think that might be it, to be honest. Looks like it. Okay. Right, let's have a quick look at these ones. So, no. Okay, people, I'm going to just take a very, very quick toilet break and get a refreshing drink. And I will be back in 2 minutes. Now I've got to negotiate all these wires. I got myself out of them. Back in a second. Right, sorry for that break, but it's means need, or musts need. So let's get on to the next system. No, that was my roommate. She has asthma, so the weather here at the moment's pretty. It's pretty bad. Forgot to mic the microphone. I did it on purpose. I'm not that type of person. Right, just so you know, I'm in complete silence at the moment. Ridiculous, this computer. Yep, 24 buttons out there. I'm hoping that's worked. Oops. So, I invested in a new set of headphones that don't actually work. Oh. So, I've got like a limited sound at the moment. It's nice. Let's see to see if we've got this system logged. Did that make a sound? That was just the computer. So. Bodies. Some high metal contents here, so we should really check them out, but I don't know where they. This has kind of been here before. I can't imagine I have. I was going to say, I thought that was a high metal content. That's a good area wherever that is on the spectral analysis. It's finding them, that's the hardest part, because these ones are off the beaten track. There you go. That one was hidden. There's another one somewhere, there he is. Right, that'll be it. So, don't think these are terraformable though. That might be a ring terraformable. Never quite know. It is. Damn, I've got good eyes in this. Right, let's have a look. So we'll line it up and I'm going to try and fix these bloody headphones. I think these were broken when I bought them. So if you're planning on doing exploration at any point, whoever you may be, make sure to know which frequencies you're looking for, number one. That is really, really important. If you're going to be scanning whole systems, go ahead and scan whole systems. I'm not knocking that. But if you're kind of doing it for money and you're looking for the most valuable places, know what you're looking for and where it is on the analysis scanner. Because sometimes where it says high metal content, whoops, it's definitely not. It's rock, if that. You have to know what you're looking for, you really do. I'm gonna have to go a bit further down on that one to get it. I think that was the only one in this system, actually.
Frameshift drive charging.
So if you... Is this... I'm drunk, I can feel it. Dagnammit, the gin's caught me out. I've not had gin in years. Dagnammit. This is your first time in the stream? Drop by and say hello in the chat. If you do enjoy the stream, hit that like button. And please, 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 for the love of God, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't before. Otherwise you'll miss out on all my beautiful content. I'll check the stream now, actually. Six likes? What the hell's going on, people? Maybe there's like 6 people watching who really like it and then just 4 who hate themselves. I don't know why I found that so amusing. So I'm only filtering out a few stars on this run. Just I really fancied kind of mixing it up, seeing what I came across, seeing if it kind of if it was any more profitable than it had been. I'm doing all right. I'm doing like at the moment, I think I'm doing about 60 million in exploration for maybe around 4 or 5 hours work. Not going too fast, not going too slow. Okay, there's nothing in this system. We can push on. This could be a good system. It's a few lower than I'd like it to be, but we can definitely see what we've got. Oh, we've got a water world or ammonia world here. It's kind of like right on that edge. I think it's going to be a water world. Let's see what we've got. Yeah. Okay, so let's go. It's a shame it was only a water world, but that's not the end of the world. Anything else off to the side, because I don't want to go scan this one unless I've been in everything else. Oh, there's two in here. I don't know if it's because these are below a gas giant. I actually don't know, but there's another one hidden somewhere. Could be on that secondary line, but I don't reckon it is. Oh yeah, it might be in here. But this is where I've just been. So where is that one? Is it there? Serious? Oh, they're all on the other run. 86,000. That isn't that bad, actually. I am prepared to do 86,000 if it means a first map. Terraformer. Yeah, I've got to do it. I've got to do it. I've got these. We're going to head for the water world first. We've got these unmapped ones. So we're going to have to do it, I'm afraid, people. It's not a perfect distance, but, you know. Is Tigster still in the stream, or did you drop out, Tigster? Way past your bedtime, but if you're watching us under the covers, all good. It's all good in the neighbourhood. It's all good in the neighbourhood. Come on, people, I've got 83,000 light seconds. Come say something in the chat. Tell you what, ask me any question about myself or my life, and I will answer it with unabashed unabated honestness. Right way to say it. Got 80,000 light seconds to go. Thanks for the likes, people, by the way. I noticed there's 4 extra now. Have people heard that Electronic Arts stocks have plummeted this week? Nearly 21 million off the value. Gamers of the world unite. The people who brought shares are still super rich, but let's knock that company off its pedestal. Seriously, people, I haven't bought an EA game for 3 years now. I don't care about the jobs, because at the end of the day, that you can say they're saying, oh, if people are going to do this, people are going to lose their jobs. Good, produce a decent product then. It's not my job. It's not my job to keep your people in employment. It's your job to keep people in employment. That's how I see it. Just looking at the Formidine camera and beta, and they're not audio missions. Were they never audio missions? I'm bloody sure they were. Nearly there, folks. Waiting. Anticipating. Down to 16, well, a minute or so. We only 10,000 from Shinra to Desra. Interesting. Actually, I did want to check up roughly where Brian was. We were kind of level. Oh, Brian's way ahead of me here, Brian. Brian's. Well, we're both inside the Formidine Rift now. So. Oh, crap. What did I do? I'm supposing we're going here? No. Let's find it on the. There we go. Brian got a bit ahead of me. Didn't you get one, Edgar? Bloody sure you did. You just choose not to use it. Here we go. Nearly there. You're not the only one that hasn't. Nibbler hasn't got one yet. I'm sure. I'm sure I gave you yours in stream. Can't ask me these questions when I'm drunk. You have to ask me these questions when I'm sober. Didn't we go red, white and blue with yours? Sure we did. Anybody who's a member of the squadron should have one, in theory. Look at that one, perfect. See, it wasn't me. Okay, we'll sort something out. Let me have a look, see what I can do. Shouldn't be left on the shelf. Anybody who's in the squadron should get one, to be honest. Oh, wrong button. So we got 3 that are terraformable here. But don't worry, you're not the only one that hasn't. Nibbler hasn't yet, but Nibbler hasn't been in the stream for a while, so don't know what happened. I've never done a close loop of shame. This isn't a loop of shame, this is crown of shame. Actually makes the job slightly easier. Oops. Yeah. A recon overflight, that's a good point. No, Nibbler's not been online, like, playing Elite for a while, so I don't know. You know, life sometimes takes over, unfortunately. It's sad, because there's some people who've been in stream a lot, and I know Tangent disappeared for a while, and then he came in recently and said he'd come back, but he's kind of got tied up with work, I suppose, and maybe some people have come back to kind of play 3.3 and just not really found that it's that much of an upgrade for them. I don't know. I don't see why not. I think 3.3 was a massive upgrade. Personally, I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't keep people around. But this is the type of game that can really wear people out. You know, I understand the grind in games. I think the grind's going to disappear very soon, as I was talking about EA earlier and everything. I honestly think people are going to start rejecting it soon. I know a couple of kids who were really into Pokemon a year ago, and now they're like, oh no, we don't even play that, it's too time consuming. I think the grind is going to end up taking a back seat, which I think is good. I don't mind some grinds. The exploration grind in Elite I don't mind, because it feels like I'm actually covering some distance. But I was just thinking about it today, and I was thinking, you know, yeah, I'm covering some distance within game, but in reality I'm not covering anything, and it's sometimes the grind's just a little bit too harsh. Just that little bit too harsh. Yeah, Zoomski did it as well, and it's sad because Zoomski was really into the lore of the game, and he was producing some good stuff, but you know, I'm gonna be honest and say that streaming any game for an internet audience, whether it be YouTube, Twitch or whatever thing, it does have to be a personal passion. You know, I've been very lucky. Kathina's gifted me this seat. A few people have gifted me money here and there. Dave's given me money to play PlayStation Online. Some people have sponsored me monthly, which is good because I've been able to give out prizes, which nobody ever wants, but I've been able to give out prizes and other stuff. But it does have to be a passion piece. If I was to work out the monetary value of what maybe I've earned from doing this compared to the hours I've put in, you're talking pennies, unfortunately. You know, and when you're not one of those big YouTube type people, to keep on putting in the time and putting in the effort, it can get really hard at times, especially when you've got a life away from it. I mean, I can't say that enough, because some people might question why Zoomy left, because he was doing what he was doing and he did it well, and he did. But unfortunately, sometimes maybe he didn't feel he was getting enough viewers. Maybe his life just completely took over. You know, there's just so many things that it can be. I've known good YouTubers who are doing quite well to just quit overnight. They're just like, you know, it's just a sad part of it, unfortunately. I mean, I take rest sometimes. I'll come in the Discord and say, you know what, I don't feel like doing it tonight, because I always think if I can't put on a decent stream, then there's not much point in doing it. Yeah, exactly, and doing even recordings can be hard. I've done them before. I used to have a massive script next to the TV and stuff. You know, sometimes, I'll be honest with you, sometimes I wish I'd stayed doing that, because it was very static and I could actually choose a moment to do it. Streaming's a bit different. People are waiting for you to come in, and kind of you don't want to let people down and whatnot. It's sometimes a streaming element like this. For example, I realized today I haven't streamed for nearly a week, and I was like, really? Bloody hell. Oops. I mean, nearly a week. But normal life was really hectic and I didn't even notice. Right, I think we've done the high metal content now. Yeah, actually, the first couple of ones I did without a script. Well, I say a script. Is that ammonia? No, it's high metal content. First ones I did without a script, but then I realised like that isn't gonna wash. And well, that's nice, Joe. Thank you very much. It's nice to hear that. It really is. There's been times when I kind of wondered whether it was worth it. I've invested a lot into this and I enjoy it. That's the first and foremost part, is I really do enjoy it. And if I wasn't doing Elite, I would be doing something else, but I would be enjoying it. And I enjoy talking to all of you lot as well. I can't stress that enough. If I was just doing it on my own without any interaction, then it would be completely pointless to me. It would kind of defeat the object as to why I do it. Getting drunker. It would defeat the objective of why I do it. Well, it's funny you should say that, because some people, I can talk offhand. I do it quite a lot in I do classes for high-level English students, but these days I prefer to have a script, because just so I know where I am. It doesn't have to be a strict script in any way, but it has to be enough so I know where I am with it. But yeah, it's not difficult for everybody. That's really hard to read, that one. I think we might have done that one actually. I'll have to take a quick. Is that in total, Brian, or one system? Don't be fucking winding me up. Right, just let me take a. I'm just going to take a very quick break, people. We all need a toilet break every now and again. Well, you might have a point. One system, get lost. Alright. Do a squadron share, Brian, because I'm coming past that area. That is bicarbonate of soda, people, not me. Just so you know. Right, let's push on. Oh, did I check that system? Yeah. I've got way more table manners than that. Yeah, they can get interaction if the YouTuber's available. I mean... Sorry, I can't help it. I've just had some bicarbonate of soda, so I'm going to be burping for about 10 minutes now. Oh crap, wrong button. We're gonna die! I do not lie, how dare you. Eladgar wipes his sticky fingers on his trousers. That's true. I have witnesses. Sticky fingers, trouser rub. Disgusting. Right, let's have a look. Two can play that game, buddy boy. Right, rocky body size, body time, metal content. High metal content, let's have a look. As I said to you when we were eating in that place, trousers are not a napkin. Pan people, sorry. It will go away after a couple of minutes. We can touch on it, but none of these are terraformable. Oh, we've got another one there. Well, that one certainly wasn't terraformable. Right, okay, that one might be. If we're really lucky. But it's not. Did you tag it, Brian? I think he's telling porcupine. Anybody who's with me who thinks Brian's telling porcupines, type PP porcupine. I can't even remember. I can't even remember how many terraformables I said now. Alright, we've got that's not good. These asteroid clusters. I hate when we've been somewhere before. My problem is have I mapped them? That's really important because I may have been somewhere before, but if I haven't mapped them, then essentially they're worthless. Where are you from, Commander Reichel? I've probably asked you before. I'm just getting a refresher course. As soon as you tell me, I'll know. Ellen's guys from Land of the Free, home of the grits. At least that's what he told me. Brian's from Land of the Free, home of the skirts. At least that's what he told me. Can't knock their skirts actually because they're alright. Right, let's have a look. We've got rocky bodies. Oh, we might have a water. It's going to be a borderline water world gas giant. I think it's going to be a gas giant, but you can live in absolute sincere hope. Water giant, gas giant, water world. Should have explained itself. 13 bodies isn't actually bad, if truth be told. 13 bodies is a sweet spot. I prefer 15, but it's not over. High metal content world, that is. Okay, that is. The other one that isn't. There'll be a few in here, that one is. Oh! No. There's a possible one, there you go. That's the one. Okay. Okay, we've got one candidate for terraforming. I think the others are not. Now, it is a question. I need to map down some of these systems. There is a question as to whether it's worth mapping things that are non-terraformable. My supposition would be it probably is. I'd be very interested in working out that, because maybe I should write a system down somewhere and have a look for it, because I might do it back in the bubble with an obvious system, because I was tagging everything as I was going earlier, and I managed to make a fair bit of money. I didn't just tag terraformables, I tagged irregular water worlds, sorry, mapped, not tagged. I mapped irregular water worlds, water giants, metal content worlds. I was kind of doing everything, so and it seemed to pay off. Oh, Dave, I didn't see your thing about fun. I've tried. I don't do Fortnite. I'm gonna be honest with you. In the underground, in the Division, I came across two. Oh, what do you call them? You know, the Division agents that have gone rogue. Can't remember the name now. The second one killed me, and I'm still pissed off about it because I've killed him. But I don't know if there's an auto animation when you get too close that he'll just stick an axe in you. So I'm really angry about that because I had killed him. I'm 100% sure that I killed him. And yet he took an axe out and killed me. So I think I just got too close to him. I know there is an animation, I just didn't realise it was a constant animation. So I was pretty angry about that, because I don't come across them too often. And I came across him and they did me over, so I got 1, 2. We've got plenty more, I'm sure. 3. This is good because some of these might be terraformable. The ones around the gas giant, for sure they are not, but it's a shame because there's a lot of them. But no, they're not going to be terraformable. Let's have a look, see what we've got. Terraformable. Oh, we've got 2. That one's definitely not. So we've got 2 here. 351. 1 and 2. Let's look at the Ori. This might help us here. Yeah, so it's best to go to 1 and then 2. Be a short jump between 1 and 2. I'm not a big fan that everything out here is kind of being discovered. It's foiling my expectations. Slightly disappointed. I thought when we got here we'd be going on tag systems. You should be able to plot a route through tag systems. I'm sorry, but you should. It should be so easy. Hopefully they'll implement it at some point. I think it's hyper important. Certainly get that galaxy mapped quicker than you'd expect. And to plot a route around. You know, if something's been discovered, plot a route around it. I don't care 3 extra 4 jumps if I'm hitting systems that haven't been plotted. I have no problem. Does anybody else feel that way? We can maybe get them to implement it. Right, okay. Number 2 as well, isn't it? Yeah. Been mapped by somebody. Now, they said the first map would not be connected to the game so far, but I've seen a lot of things where it says first plotted by so-and-so, first mapped by so-and-so. So do you think if somebody's landed on the planet already, it now counts as first mapped? Because that's what I'm beginning to think. Not everywhere says first mapped. And if some poor bastards come back out here just to tag his systems fully, I feel bad for him. Dagnamit. Need those sucker cups. Right, I've told you, Brian, unless you link them to me, I don't believe you. Sorry, but I don't. Hand on heart. I haven't found an Earth-like in forever. So I don't know if it's a new system, but jeez Louise, I've not found an Earth-like in so long. You know, I haven't found an Earth-like in so long. That's what it sounds like, isn't it? But I'm being serious, I just haven't. It's driving me crazy. You've probably jumped from there, that's the problem. Galaxy map's like half an hour behind. Surface scan complete. Okay, that's that. No, I'm only jesting. I'm happy. In reality, I'm happy. DVD. Happy for you. X. Fucking take a look at the map. I don't even know where I'm going. That's the worst part. So I can't really go there and map it. I'm hoping that my route goes through it. Can't quite see. Oh yeah, I can. See if it goes through your system. Oh, Brian, it might go through your system. Oh. And I wouldn't do that to a friend. He says he's going to the toilet. He's going to pay off all those witches that found him here. You're talking about Mangiani. You're a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Yeah, one for talking about Mangianas. Come back when you support a real team that lose 99.9.7 of the time. Is that a question or a statement, Malcolm? What do you think this stream is? I think Malcolm dropped in the combat stream one day and was like, fucking yeah, he's doing combat. Right. Oh, we've got an Earthlight, Brian. I'm only kidding. I'm guessing it's discovered. Let's see where we're at here. In actuality, I don't want to... There it is. Yeah, it's been discovered. Dagnammit. No, but I don't mind if it's been discovered. So long as I can tag one or two things. Oh, don't worry, Brian. I'm not going to chase it down. I'm happy for you in reality. I was only joking. I just thought it'd be funny. It is on the way half, but I'm worried that if I got back to a station by accident and wasn't thinking about it, and then I cash it in, so I don't want to step on somebody's toes. I do have a soul. I know I pretend like I don't, but I do. You and I both know the money doesn't mean anything. Don't try and play that game. It'd feel like stolen valor. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it, Brian. I'm a lot of things. I'm not a cheat. A lot of things. I'll steal from your grandma, I'll beat your mum, but I'm not a cheat. Maybe you're not your mum. Right, what are we on? 139, okay. I've had a full system scan and drop in before. on this run. I'm heading to the Formidine Rift, Malcolm, more or less. More or less, mais ou menos, métier. Trying to they're not the walls that we're looking for. There we are. Maybe not that much going on there. It's other stuff. It's a massive system. When you hit a massive system, you can keep going. Has anybody got any plans for New Year's Eve? Uh, 44, Brian. I've done quite well, actually. You're ahead of me. Because you signed a pact with Lucifer. So you're a bit ahead of me. It's the only way you got that Waterworld, people. Earthlake, sorry, not Waterworld. Lucifer. Lucifer, if I forget you. Oh, we're missing a lot of things here. Oh, there we go. Something. we've got 4. Oh, hang on. Got a good system here. Mapped. Is that watching or setting them off, Brian? Question your morality. No, I don't. I do. I don't. I do. I don't. I do. I don't. Don't. Shut up. Don't. Fucking do it. Yeah, but we're talking about New Year's Eve, not your preference on women. But I don't discount them. Too fast, out of range, out of range, out of range. Out of range, too fast, okay. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Right, my good friends, I am gonna call the stream to an end tonight. It's pretty quiet, but also on top of that, I am plastered with all the gin I've had. Okay, so keep an eye out this weekend for tags to my next big thing. I'm going to do something very big next week. It could be earlier as Monday, it could be a little bit later than Monday. We'll have to see exactly what it's like, but we will be on top of things now, because really because it's after Christmas. Christmas is done everything now, so now can be the time for enjoying myself up until I think I go back on the 8th. So we've got like a week, and Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, but it's not Thursday. So we've got about 2 weeks. Oh, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 11 days. 2 weeks. I got really excited there. I was like, 2 weeks. No, we don't have 2 weeks. We have 11 days. Okay, so until then, I would say thanks for dropping the stream. I hope you all had a good time at Christmas. I know it's not the best for everybody. I've said to people before, I opened up my microphone over Christmas to some people, and if anybody else ever needs to speak about that Christmas period or the New Year period or whatever it is, just send me a message into my inbox. I will make time for people to chat about things. Doesn't have to be anything specific. That's kind of why I put it there. But if not, I'll see you maybe tomorrow. I don't know. And if not tomorrow, I will definitely give you a rundown of my plans for the next week. So until then, I'll say 9-7 and have a good night. 9-7.